Whoever has any questions, inshallah. Whoever has. Then Astaghfirullah. Right, who's here? 4 people. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We carry on with our Arabic where we had left off. Inshallah, hopefully by next week, those who are on level 2 Arabic will start you off on another book. Bi-idhnillah. Al-Hiwar al-Thani, we had reached the second Hiwar, the second conversation. It says, Unzur wastami' wa'aid. Unzur means look, istami' means listen, and a'id means repeat. طيب, who's going to be Shihab? Alam Gheer?
Yes, Sheikh.
Shu'aib, who wants to be Shu'aib? Any volunteers, or can I choose? طيب, Umar, you can be Shu'aib. Yalla, bismillah, start.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هل زرت مغرب الهوايات؟
هل زرت ماذا؟
هل زرت مغرب الهوايات? Did
Yeah,
you visit the I don't know, is it a exhibition?
Yeah, and some people say ma'arad. I don't know, this book is ma'arid. Anyway, yeah, it's like an exhibition, as you can see.
Yeah. Did you visit the exhibition, Shahab? Oh, sorry, Shuaib.
Shu'aib Umar from India, you can read as Shu'aib, the one in orange.
لا ما زرته هيا بنا إليه. No.
Yeah.
What?
La means no. Ma zurtuhu.
Yeah.
So whenever you've got ma in front of a verb, it means it's to negate the action. So he's saying, no, I did not visit it. And he says, hayya bina ilayh. Let's go to it. Hayya bina usually means, let's go.
هذا هو مغرب الهوايات. هذا هو مغرب الهوايات. This is the exhibition.
هذه هوايات كثيرة جدا. This is the exhibition, a bigger exhibition of Jeddah.
Yeah, so he's not speaking about the exhibition here. He's actually speaking about.
Okay, sorry.
What did you
Hiwayat.
translate Ma'ribul Hiwayat, Alam Gheer?
I said this is the exhibition actually.
Yeah, exhibition of Hiwayat. Hiwayat, you're talking about people's hobbies. So there must be a place where you could see everybody's hobbies. Hiwayat is hobbies. So he's saying, هذه هوايات كثيرة جدا. These are, a lot of hobbies, a lot of things. Then you go to see who's who. Carry on.
هذا جناح جمع الطوابع. This is the section of stamps or stamps collection.
Yes, 100% correct.
هذه طوابع جميلة. هذا طابع هندي وهذا طابع فرنسي. This is
these are beautiful stamps.
These are beautiful stamps. هذا هندي.
An Indian stamp.
And
this
Indian
is
stamp.
French stamp.
Okay.
Who is Abdul here? You want to read? Abdullah wala Abdul Wahid wala man? Okay.
وهذا
Abdul Wahid.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, is that you, Abdul Wahid?
Yeah, it's me. Assalamu alaikum.
A long time. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better. Sorry, I was under the weather.
Same like myself today. I think it's because it's very hot and then raining and hot and raining. Anyway, here on your name it's just written Abdul, so I'm not sure I added so many people. Anyway,
sorry, I didn't log in properly this today.
No problem. Carry on.
وهذا جناح الخط العربي.
وهذا جناح if you look at that shadda, there's a kasra underneath. وهذا جناح الخط العربي. مضاف.
العربي.
أحسنت.
وهذا جناح الخط العربي. And these are the sections for what Arabic writing, handwriting, or what
Yeah,
calligraphy.
Yes.
Calligraphy.
طيب شعيب. Amira, do you want to read? Okay, if you're not yet ready, we'll give Alam Gheer.
هذه كلمات بخط النسخ وتلك كلمات بخط الرقعة. These are the words in the.
So there's a type of calligraphy called naskh, and there's a type of calligraphy called ar-ruq'ah. It's a type of calligraphy. So he's telling you these words are written in the style, literally, calligraphy of an-naskh, and these words are written in ar-ruq'ah. Carry on. Shihab Abdul Wahid.
وهذا جناح الصحافة. So, and this is,
yeah.
Sahafa is journalism, isn't it?
Yeah, journalism. You can today it can even pass as like a media, that type of thing.
Media.
But
Yeah.
journalism, you are more correct.
So, and these are the what journalist section or journalism section.
Yes.
Or media section.
Journalism, what you said is correct.
وهذه الصحف بجميع اللغات. And these are newspapers in all languages.
أحسنت.
وهذا جناح التدبير المنزلي. And these are the manzil is a house, isn't it?
A
Like
house.
a home.
Yeah. Yes, a home.
So, and tadbir is like I don't know the meaning of tadbir properly. Yeah, is it like
I don't know. I'm going to guess here in this context, maybe it's some sort of home maintenance, maybe.
Home maintenance. Home maintenance.
I think so.
So these are sections for home maintenance.
Yeah. Then they're talking about food. So it's something to do with the home, because tadbir generally is when you get something in order. So you could say maintenance, maintaining, etc. Carry on.
هذا طعام صيني وهذا طعام عربي. This is the Arabic food, and this is
طعام صيني is Chinese food.
Oh, sorry. This is the Chinese food, and that is the Arabic food.
And this is the Arabic.
Yeah.
Carry on.
وهذا جناح الرياضة. And these are the sporting sections, or sports, sports section.
Yes, sports section. This is so. You could get away with translating as these in this context, but anyway, and this is. Carry on.
Yeah.
كرة القدم, football, والسباحة, swimming.
والسباحة.
كثرة. والسباحة, swimming. والفروسية, riding.
Yeah, horse riding.
Horse riding.
Here they give you the vocab. Abdul Wahid, read the first line and translate.
Sorry. Ma is the خط معرض.
معرض. Okay. Yeah, and some people say ma'rad, and it could mean a few things. It could be an exhibition. It could be a showroom. So say ma'rad. Next.
So what verb is it emanating from? Is it from?
It's from. I'm quite sure it's from arada. So ard is to show something. So you see, this is something to show.
So that's a ismu maf'ul or what? Or
usually, a lot of people say ma'rad, the place where things are shown. You see, here they've said.
To be an ismu makan. Will it be like an ismu makan? Yeah.
Yes, you could pass it as a makan. Well, it is a place, to be honest.
A place. Okay. Like how you have masjid and all that. It's the same concept here. Al-Furusiyah. So that's horse riding.
Yes, horse riding.
Sibaha, swimming.
They have a nice word in English. What they call it? Equestrian or something like that.
Equestrian, yeah. But it looks like he's doing that polio. What do you think that one that when they play with?
Maybe, but it could be racing. They have whips when they race. And on the side, a side note, it's important and encouraged for all of us to learn how to ride horses. If you're able to keep horses, keep them. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that in the forehead of the horse, is Sahih Muslim, is goodness, and this goodness is until the day of Qiyamah. I.e., a horse is something encouraged to keep, to look after, to maintain, to learn how to ride, etc., to race with the horses. And to digress a little bit in fiqh, when it comes to, well, when it comes to sport and competition, there's some sports where some people say you're allowed to take money, others you can't take money. So for example, if you're running or if you're swimming, you're competing amongst yourselves, you're not allowed to take money. Okay, let's say I'm competing against you guys and we're going swimming. And we say, okay, everybody put $10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Whoever wins takes all of it. Here, that's not allowed, okay? If there's a third party, like a sponsor, who wants to sponsor the tournament and they give prize money, again, there's difference of opinion amongst the scholars. Allah knows best, but then it's allowed. Why? Because you're not losing anything. But there's a hadith, the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, La sabaqa illa fi thalath. Sabaq in that hadith is referring to iwab, it's referring to prize money. There's no competition or racing, etc., that you're allowed to have prize money involved in it except three. One of them he mentions is horse racing. Then the scholars differ. Some people who say that, some people who go as far as saying if the competitors put, so let's say me and you and Alam Ghir are racing, if we all put $50 and say whoever wins takes that, some of them go as far as saying that's permissible. And you learn all that in what's called Babu Sabaq, is talking about money when it comes to racing. All that is in fiqh. Carry on.
Sorry. السباحة, swimming. طوابع is it stamp collecting or just a stamp?
It's just a stamp.
Stamp. طوابع. And that will come from what? طبعة.
Yeah. Like to stamp.
كرة القدم, football.
Yeah, football. أحسن. طيب, next. أحسنت. كرة القدم is football. Next line, Alam Ghir.
Yeah. خط الرقعة, رقعة calligraphy. خط النسخ, نسخ calligraphy. صحف, newspaper.
Yeah, so suhuf is literally plural, so it would be referring to newspapers, even though they showed you one. Carry on.
Newspapers. Yeah. Then we have جناح section.
Yes.
كلمات, words. التدبير
طيب,
المنزلي.
Omar. Last line.
التدبير المنزلي, housekeeping or something.
Yeah, along those lines.
جميع, all.
All.
لغات, language.
Yeah, languages.
جمع تبع, جمع
طوابع.
تبع توابع.
Jam' is to collect. طوابع stamp, so it's stamp collection. طيب, let's ask you questions. تدريب، أجب عن الأسئلة باختصار. إلى أين ذهب شهاب وشعيب؟ عبد الواحد. إلى أين ذهب شهاب وشعيب؟
ذهبوا or ذهبا.
Yeah, both of them. ذهب would be more correct to say two of them went, or you could say ذهبوا. Carry on.
So they went to ذهب إلى جناح. What's the word for the hobbies?
No, where's the main place they went to? إلى
إلى معرض. إلى معرض. إلى معرض الهوايات.
أحسن. طيب، لماذا ذهب إلى هناك؟ عالم غير.
للزيارة.
طيب للزيارة only.
ذهب إلى هناك إلى المغرب للزيارة.
Yeah, you could say to visit, to see. Okay, ماشي. Remember, at times there's you can have more than one right answer as long as you're able to prove your answer. أين الطعام الصيني? Where is the Chinese food? So they're asking you which section is it in, Umar?
food section. This is
في
في هناك
which section? في طيب
في جناح
جناحي
هنا
look here. هنا could mean there anyway. Look here. يا طعام صيني وطعام عربي. So it means في جناح التدبير المنزلي. In that homeware, kitchenware, etc. طيب ماذا في جناح الخط العربي عبد الواحد؟
خط الرقعة وخط النسخ.
أحسنت. And these books you can learn online. Any of you who are interested, you download the books. Then they teach you the strokes and they teach you how to write and how to make the different letters. And I'll tell you something interesting. A lot of great scholars had good handwriting, and a lot of great scholars had handwriting which was almost unreadable. Like they mention Ibn Hajar rahimahullah, his writing is very, very, very difficult to read. Ibn Taymiyyah, same thing rahimahullah, his writing was very, very difficult to read, and there were others who had better writing. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's a skill you can pick up. And if you don't have it, I think because my handwriting is not that good either, so it's not the end of the world. Carry on. أين الصحف? عالم غير. أين الصحف؟
في جناح الصحافة.
حسن. طيب أين السباحة عمر؟
السباحة
في جناح.
في جناح.
Which one? Which section? في جناح الرياضة. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, they have sports.
Abdul Wahid, let me ask you, what's the difference between الرياضة and الرياضات? Oh, الرياضيات. I'm sorry. الرياضة, الرياضيات. What's the difference in what we've taken so far? Take one at a time. Tell me the one you know.
We know Riyadh.
Okay, Riyadh, sport, right? Riyadh, so far what we've taken is like the capital city right now, and it comes from garden. So روضة من رياض الجنة. The hadith of the Messenger صلى الله عليه وسلم. ما بين بيتي ومنبري روضة من رياض الجنة. Whatever is between my house and my minbar is a garden from the gardens of paradise. And الرياضيات is mathematics.
Yes. No.
ماذا في جناح الطوابع؟ Yeah.
So the Riyadh al-Salihin, that's the garden of the
righteous, of the pious, exactly.
Of the righteous. Yeah.
Gardens, plural.
Garden.
ماذا في جناح الطوابع؟
جمع الطوابع. It was a collection of stamps, huh?
أحسن. Speaking about Riyadh al-Salihin, when you weren't here, we said, who wrote Riyadh al-Salihin?
Is that not too sure?
The author An-Nawawi.
Nawawi, yeah. No,
and which other books did he write? Famous books. SubhanAllah, you look at An-Nawawi, rahimahullah. If you read his biography, it's very interesting because he died very young. He died young, and he used to attend so many different lessons, and he used to study, and he used to teach. And Allah put barakah in his knowledge. He wrote Arba'un al-Nawawiyah, 40 hadith collected by Imam al-Nawawi. He wrote the explanation, most famous explanation of Sahih Muslim, al-Minhaj. He wrote in fiqh, he wrote in there's Minhaj al-Talibin and Al-Majmu', etc. In the Shafi'i madhab, he was a Shafi'i, and he wrote when it came to, as you mentioned, Riyadh al-Salihin and many other books. So An-Nawawi rahimahullah, mashallah, Allah granted him acceptance throughout the ummah, and there's nobody, or generally no masjid you would go to, no matter what the people lean towards or believe, they respect An-Nawawi. And same with Ibn Kathir, for example. Everybody looks up to Ibn Kathir. You find his books everywhere. And one of the things is that these scholars had a lot of ibadah. Ibn Hajar, the same thing. They had a lot of ibadah. One day I was asking my sheikh in Medina, Sheikh Al-Qasim, I said, what was one of the reasons for these people's acceptance? And he mentioned that they had a lot of ibadah. He said, so much so, one day it's mentioned that Ibn Hajar, at his house, the door wasn't working. It was like it was locked. And they tried to open it. So the guy who was the expert, today we would call the carpenter, when he managed to open the door, he found that he was reading Salah in there. So that was them, subhanAllah. And those were also the A'imma that came before, the four Imams, the Tabi'un, before them, the Sahaba, and they all took from the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What I'm getting at is, you guys learning knowledge now, you seeking knowledge, etc. Yes, there's the learning part, the memorizing part, the teaching part, but don't forget yourself, your ibadah, your own soul, your own nawafil, your own fard salah, your own adhkar. Because at the end of the day, you'll be asked about all the knowledge you learned. How did you practice upon it? I think we can take one more. Let's see who wants to read. انظر واستمع وعد الحوار الثالث, third one. يلا علم غير, read. You can be المدرسة and Abdul Wahid Sharifa. Notice how they've given you two women now, feminine, and there's a few things they want to teach you. يلا.
Yeah.
Bismillah.
Bismillah. أي جميع أي جمعية تختارين يا شريفة. Which department did you choose?
تختارين means which did you choose? Okay. Yeah, Sharifa. Notice how if you're speaking to a male, there's not going to be this ya and nun. Carry on.
Yes. اختاروا جمعية الصحافة.
Yeah, I'm choosing.
I chose the journalism.
Choosing
the journalism.
There's one thing I want you to bear in mind when it comes to your sod. Some people, especially where we stay, they say swad. So sod and a waw mixed together. So slowly you have to take that one out. Carry on. Alam Gheer.
أي جميعة تختارين يا شاب.
Not جميعة. جمعية.
أي جمعية تختارين يا شادية. What department did you choose, Shadia?
Yeah, they're not speaking more in the past. They're speaking about present and future.
Oh yeah, what do you choose here? Sorry.
Carry on. Who's here? Abdul Wahid here? Not here.
Yeah, sorry, I might disconnected. اختاروا جمعية الثقافة الإسلامية. I'm choosing معنى ثقافتي.
Thaqafa is like a culture. So like Department of Islamic Culture. Yeah. Umar Al-Madani, I didn't see you. Read next. Read, Umar.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. المدرسة أي جامعة جمعية تختارين يا شيماء. Honestly, I didn't understand it.
They're saying the teacher is asking her students, so they're probably now graduating and going to go to different departments, different takhassusat. So she's saying that, which department did you choose? Oh, Shayma. Shayma is a name. طيب عمر from India, read.
أختار جمعية العلوم.
جمعية الحاسوب.
جمعية.
This one.
Okay. حاسوب.
Yeah.
طب
Hasub is computers. So he's saying I'm choosing or I'll choose Department of Computers. طيب next عمر. عمر.
وش عمر مين؟
طيب يلا اقرأ.
المدرسة أي جامعة
أي جمعية جمعية. شوف في فرق بين جامعة وجمعية.
أي جامعة.
Hold on. جمعية also refers to like a learning center. عالم غير translate as departments. طيب ماشي. It also refers to like a small center for learning. أي يلا اقرأ. We waiting till you get it correct. أي جمعية.
أي جمعية
أحسنت.
تختارين يا شقراء.
أحسنت.
What department we choose, شقرة?
طيب عالم غير, since you want to read.
Okay. أختار جمعية العلوم. I choose sciences department.
طيب next المدرسة عبد الواحد.
أي جمعية تختارين يا شمس؟ أختار جمعية اللغة العربية. أنا أحب خط العربية، ولدي آيات بخط النسخ وأحاديث بخط الرقعة.
أحسنت. And read the last one. Read the last one. Also عبد الواحد.
أي جمعية تختارين يا سميرة؟ أختار جمعية التدبير المنزلية. أنا أحب الطبخ والخياطة.
They're asking about
So so this would be like cooking, isn't it? Now it says I like cooking.
Yeah, what's the name? They have a name here for it. I forget what it's called. Anyway, here's your vocab. Then there's something I want to explain to you. تختار, which means you choose. أهوى is like to like something. آيات is آيات. أحاديث. الطبخ is cooking. الخياطة is sewing. I'm going to stop here. I'll take no, in fact, finish these. Otherwise, we'll leave it hanging tomorrow. طيب, let me ask you quickly. عالم غير, أين حدث هذا الحوار? Saying, where did this conversation happen?
حدث هذا الحوار في الجامعة.
طيب ماشي. كم طالبة في هذا الحوار؟ عالم غير.
هناك 60 طلاب في الحوار.
60 means 60.
Oh, sorry. 6 طلاب في الحوار.
They're not طلاب, they're طالبات.
Yeah.
طالبات. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. طالبات في الحوار.
6 طالبات في هذا الحوار. طيب, من اختارت جمعية العلوم؟ عمر.
Forget his name, but the third one.
What's that?
The third one.
اسمها.
I forget. But it is the third one.
طيب انظر هنا. Here's the third one. Fourth one.
Yeah, the first one.
طيب the name.
شقراء.
أحسنت.
Sorry, I didn't remember.
طيب, ماذا اختارت شادية عمر from India? ماذا اختارت means what did she choose? شادية, go to شادية. What did she choose? اوكي
إسلامية.
اختارت جمعية الثقافة الإسلامية. طيب عبد الواحد، من اختارت جمعية الحاسوب؟ عبد الواحد، جمعية الحاسوب.
I think it was Samira.
شيماء
شيماء.
اختارت جمعية الحاسوب.
اختارت الحاسوب.
طيب عالم غير، من تحب الخط؟
شمس.
شمس. طيب لماذا اختارت سميرة جمعية التدبير المنزلي؟ عالم غير. لماذا اختارت سميرة جمعية التدبير المنزلي? Why did she choose that department or that center?
Yeah.
So
تحبونها.
because she لأنها. So لأن is generally referring to because, it's like a because. Let's say that. لأنها تحب الطبخ والخياطة. ها عبد الواحد؟
لأنها تحب الطبخ والخياطة, because she
أحسن.
liked cooking and sewing.
شفاك الله وعافاك. You don't have COVID. من اختارت جمعية اللغة العربية؟ عالم غير.
شمس.
شمس. طيب last one. لماذا اختارت شمس جمعية اللغة العربية؟ عالم غير.
لأنه تحب
لأنها. You see, that's why they give you conversations between ladies. So next time you don't call them by masculine. Carry on.
Sheikh, I thought Shams is like a male gender. Sorry.
No. Look, Shams, the word is masculine. Okay? But it's referring to a girl.
Yeah.
That's why تختارين. Says لأنها تحب الخط.
لأنها تحب خط العربية.
خط العربية. أحسنت. طيب stop there. Something I want to show you. Why are they giving you these exercises? Let me show you this. طيب look here. You remember when we started Nahu, we said everything in Arabic comes down to one of these three. It's either an ism or fi'l or harf. So ism is a noun, I'm going to put an N there. Fi'l is a verb, I'm putting a V there. Harf, people call it a particle. Let's call it a harf, so you don't forget. We're not talking about this right now. There's different types of nouns. Here we're talking about verbs, okay? In Arabic, or leave Arabic on the side. Common sense tells you that when you're addressing people, when you're speaking about people, you're either talking about yourself, yourself alone, or yourselves as a group, i.e. you either saying, I did this, I went here, I'm going here, or you're saying we. Okay, so you're speaking about yourself, the speaker. I'm going to put an I there, or we. Or you're going to speak to a person, you're going to speak to them. So you're going to ask them, did you do this? Did you do that? And as we mentioned in Arabic, as we'll take, you've got singular, you've got dual, and you've got plural. So you're addressing one person, there's a way of addressing them. You're addressing two people, there's a way of addressing them. And generally, more than two will be regarded as plural. You're addressing more than two people, there's a way of addressing them. Then, so let's say here, you're addressing somebody, okay, in front of you who's not absent. Let's say it translates as you. So what did you do? They either male or they female, okay? They either male or they female. And then from these male and female, it's either singular, you're referring to one person, or you're referring to two. I'm going to put a number there, sorry. Or you're referring to three, okay? And feminine, you're either referring to one girl or 2 or 3. Okay. And when you speak about yourselves, we said here, let me just put this here on the side. When you speak about I and we, with the W, it's one of the two. So it's either singular, meaning I did this, or we did this, plural. Okay. So how many siyagh, how many ways can you say so far what we've taken? Either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. There's still another category left. You could be speaking about somebody who's absent, who's not in the conversation. So who's that? That's him and her. Okay, I'm just going to put 2 H's. If you're making your notes, right. It's hard to write on the trackpad. Anyways, him and her, again, same like this. It's either masculine or feminine. So that's M there for masculine and feminine. And from here, either the person, the boy you're speaking to, it's one person, one boy, or 2 or 3. Feminine, same thing. It's either 1 or it's 2 or it's 3. Okay, so how does this tie up? When you have a verb, and hold on a second here, when we took verbs, we said your verb can either be past tense or it could be present tense. I'm just going to put a P again. Or we said you could make a fi'l amr from it, where you're giving somebody an order. So what does that mean? That means in the past tense, you could be speaking about yourself or somebody else, or you could be speaking about somebody you're addressing to. They could be masculine or feminine, or you could be speaking about him or her, masculine or feminine. So in the past tense, if you get a verb, you're able to then derive how many different versions? Look here, that's 6, 12, 13, 14. Can you see? In the present, you're able to derive how many different words from one root word? You're able to derive 14. Amr, fi'l amr, where you're ordering somebody, is 14 ways according to the person who you're speaking to. Now, what are they trying to teach you in all these exercises? So far, when you've taken here, let's say this is past. Okay, sorry for my scribbles, but you'll understand. So far, what they've mainly given you in past tense as well as in present tense, they've just given you masculine form. Okay, so in past tense, let's take a word. Let's say daraba. Okay, daraba. Daraba is speaking about him. It's speaking about the person. He hit. Okay, so this daraba in the past tense will belong here. Look here. Let's change the color. Yeah. This daraba belongs all the way here where you're speaking about him and her. It belongs here, number 1. You speak about one person. Then you could say daraba. How do you say 2 people? And this is what they call the awzan and the sarf, where you learn the different, I could translate it as weights, or the different ways of saying it. And there's patterns that the more you get familiar with, the more you know them. 2 people, you add 1 more alif, so it will become daraba, then daraba. These 2 people hit. More than 2 people, darabu, they hit. Okay, then feminine. One girl hit somebody, darabat. 2 of them, darabata. 3 of them or more, darabna. Then you're speaking about you. Darabta, darabtuma, darabtum, darabti, darabtuma, darabtunna. I or we, I, darabtu, darabna. These are called dama'ir. A damir can either be joined to the word or it could be separate from the word. All this you learn, inshallah. So what they're trying to tell you in all these exercises, so far, when you've been addressing a person, you tell the person either Aina dhahabta, where did you go? So look at how you're speaking to somebody who is a masculine singular. They haven't really touched these yet, feminine. You're speaking to a woman only. They haven't really touched these. So now they want to familiarize you with this and this. They want you to practice this and this. So that's why when they taught you in the book, the teacher is asking, what did she say? Takhtarina. She's addressing her people, students. What are you choosing? What are you choosing? Where are you going? Aina tadhhabina. Where are you going? And all that you have to learn in your sarf. So that's what I wanted to explain to you. So can you see how they're trying to get you guys full circle when it comes to these verbs? So can you see how many different categories? And don't worry, there's a lot, but you pick it up with practice. And the first time you learn something, even if you take 5%, 10%, it's okay. The second time you get to 15 and 20%. You leave it for a while and you come back again, you'll take another so many percent. And if everything was so easy and you could take it one time, yes, there are a few people like that, but bulk majority of us are not like that. And there would be no point, because if everybody learned Quran without forgetting, where would the reward be for those who had to put in the effort and carry on revising, carry on reciting correctly? Same when it comes to Arabic and other studies. Any questions? Any questions? No questions? Inshallah, we'll stop here. I'll stop my stream.